Most people think Google Anti-Gravity is just another AI coding assistant that helps you write code faster.
I used to think coding was the gatekeeper standing between me and quitting my 9 to 5.
Everything starts to change. The real difference comes from moving into agent-first development. So at that point, the focus is no longer writing code manually. The focus moves to outcomes. You're no longer thinking about functions or individual files. You're thinking about features, behaviors, and what the final result should look like.
Then I learned the secret nobody talks about. With Google Anti-Gravity, you don't write the code. You just describe what you want, like telling a friend your dream. The AI builds it while you point and steer.
So instead of writing a function yourself, you describe what the feature needs to do. Instead of debugging line by line, you let the agent analyze the issue and then propose a fix. Your role changes from doing the work directly to directing how the work gets done. You guide the process, review the results, and refine it as needed.
But one robot was just the beginning. The real magic started when I learned to run a whole team of them.
And confusing. So open the Agent Manager using Command E, and this will give you a full view of every active agent across all of your workspaces. You can see what each agent is working on, its current task, its progress, and overall status. Everything is centralized, so you're not guessing or checking different places just to figure out what's going on.
I found this control room called the Agent Manager. One click and I could watch all my robots at once. One built a feature, another fixed bugs, all at the same time. It felt like running a tiny company while sitting in my pajamas.
So now, instead of handling one task at a time, you can run multiple agents all simultaneously, and each one can take on a completely different task. One agent can be building a feature while another is fixing bugs, and both are running at the same time. All of it stays visible and manageable from the same dashboard here.
But a team this powerful needs rules, or things can get a little wild, fast.
So control comes from how you handle permissions. Starting with review mode is the safest approach because the agent will ask before executing terminal commands or making file changes outside its workspace. So that gives you visibility before anything actually happens.
So I turned on something called review mode. Now my robot asks, "May I?" before it does anything big. I get to say yes or no first. Once I trusted it, I slowly loosened the leash, task by task.
You're still letting the agent do the work, but you're not giving up oversight. And as you get more comfortable, you can then adjust permissions per workspace depending on the task. So some tasks are safe enough to run with fewer restrictions, while others need a lot closer control.
With my robot safely leashed, I was ready to see just how much one of them could really do.
Now, the thing is, anti-gravity agents don't just work in one place, they operate across 3 surfaces at the same time: the editor, the terminal, and the browser. So that means a single agent can write code, it can run commands, and then check the result without you having to move between tools.
It wrote the code, then it ran the commands, then it opened a browser and tested the whole thing, all by itself. Stuff that used to take me hours of jumping around now happened in one smooth flow.
So when you give it a prompt, the agent handles the full flow. It can build a feature in the editor, it can install any dependencies through the terminal, and then it can start a local server and then open up the browser to see if everything works. So what normally takes multiple steps and constant switching just then becomes one continuous process.
But here's where it got personal. I learned I could just talk to it to make it better.
Step is guiding it so that the output actually matches what you want. So feedback in anti-gravity works through simple, natural conversation. After the agent generates anything and something, you don't need to rewrite everything or start over. You just kind of describe what needs to change, and then the agent updates its work while keeping the rest intact.
I learned you don't rebuild anything, you just talk to it. Make the text bigger. Change the layout. It fixes only that part and keeps the rest. Each little chat made my project better and better.
It already understands the context of what it built, so your feedback then builds directly on top of that. And this is where feedback loops do come in, because each follow-up prompt then refines the previous result. You're not resetting the process every time, you're adjusting specific.
Then I discovered how to give my robots a permanent rulebook, so they got smarter every single time.
Skills and rules are what help your agents stay consistent, especially when you start using anti-gravity across more than just one project. So here's what you need to do. Let's start in the agent panel here, click the three-dot drop-down, and then go to Rules.
I learned you can set always-on rules, like always write clean code. Set it once, and every robot follows it forever. No more saying the same thing over and over. It felt like training a team that actually listens.
Rules act like always-on guardrails for every agent task. So if you want the agent to always write clean code, follow a specific structure, or avoid deprecated libraries, this is where those instructions belong. Once a rule is added, it applies across your work automatically, so you don't have to repeat the same direction.
But the biggest secret was still coming. The one thing that decides if your robots win or fail.
Tasks. So what you feed into the agent actually matters. If your instructions are vague or scattered, then the output usually needs more correction.
Quick pause here. If what I'm sharing is making sense and you're thinking, okay, but how does this actually work in a real system? I've put together a free training that walks through the exact structure and process we use. It's not theory, it's a behind-the-scenes walkthrough of how the system is set up, how the pieces fit together, and how most of the heavy lifting is already handled, so you're not starting from zero. If you want to see how it's structured and decide for yourself if it's a good fit, the link is in the description. All right, let's jump back in.
But when you can provide clear and structured information up front, then things move much faster. So that includes project requirements, coding conventions, and any reference material the agent should follow.
I figured out the truth: garbage in, garbage out. When I gave clear, organized instructions up front, my robots built things right the first time. Vague instructions made messy work. Good info made magic.
So giving that context early on reduces unnecessary back and forth. How you structure that information also makes a difference. Documentation works best when it's broken into focused sections with clear labels. Short, direct, and easy to scan content helps the agent understand and retrieve what it needs during more complex tasks.
And that's the moment I realized this wasn't just a tool. It was the start of a whole new way to work. Whether you like this video or not, really hit the like button. You know why? Because I gave you the exact training for free that our paid members get. This video is going to be in the members area for the paid members, and you got it for free. So yes, don't you think I deserve a like? Go ahead, like it, share with your friends and family, subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet. Make sure you switch on the notification bell button, and of course, ask your friends and family to subscribe and switch on the notification bell button. It's very important for us because we have a goal of getting 10,000 subscribers in next 3 months. And the only way we can do that is when you hit the subscribe button. Go ahead, do it. And for more money techniques, watch these videos, and we will see you on the next one.